Instructomania presents The Achievements of Ancient India. This video will detail the lasting contribution of ancient India, including the development of ancient India architecture and water systems within city structures, the ancient infrastructure of Indian trade routes, and lastly, influence of foreign peoples on ancient India's culture. The word achievement through a historian's lens means the lasting contributions of a civilization. Some examples may include developing art, designing architecture, exploring science, creating inventions, and exchanging ideas. What are the lasting contributions of ancient India? Building, agriculture, and culture were three areas of progress for ancient Indians. The earliest people of ancient India belong to the Harappan culture from 2500 to 1900 BCE. The ancient cities of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro were the greatest achievements of the Indus Valley civilization. These cities are well known for their impressive, organized layout. Ancient Indians built complex houses with plumbing, which included baths, toilets, running water, and drains. They often featured center courtyards with elaborate fountains. Even pools have been discovered in Harappan towns, but it's still unclear what they were used for. Historians think they were similar to baths in Rome for washing after a long day of work and upper-class socializing. The Great Bath in the ancient city of Mohenjo-daro was heated, and most scholars agree this was the first invented stepwell, or steps leading down into a man-made reservoir. The Harappans built one of the earliest known docks on the Sabarmati River. This waterway flowed into the Arabian Sea and promoted trade. Ancient Indians had great knowledge of tides and skills at surveying and mapping waterways, such as the ever-changing rivers, lakes, and coastal waters. The ancient Indians built granaries for storing surplus grain, enabling them to feed a growing population and be prepared for a harsh flooding season. Later, in 4th century BCE, suspension bridges made of braided bamboo and iron chains appeared, helping ancient Indian merchants traverse difficult terrain. The ancient Indians harvested wheat, barley, rice, cotton, peas, dates, and melons. Once the Aryans, or Indo-Europeans, migrated into northern India about 1500 BCE, they mingled with the Harappans and created a more advanced agrarian society with harvests of cotton and sugarcane. In addition to more types of crops, they also domesticated the water buffalo to assist in plowing fields. The Harappan culture made ink from burned animal bones, tar, and tree sap, which was used as early as 500 to 400 BCE. The writing device was used on metals and stones to imprint a written language that has still not been completely deciphered. The Aryans brought horses and chariots with them, enabling them to strike quickly, strengthening their army and expanding their territory. They used wheeled transportation and sailboats with a single mast and sail, assisting in navigation and trade with Africa and throughout Asia. The Gupta Empire that lasted from 310 to 600 CE enjoyed India's golden age and saw major advancements in mathematics, art, literature, medicine, and astronomy. Here's a fun fact. The first known cataract surgery was performed by the physician Sushruta in 6th century BCE. In this surgery, the physician removes a foggy lens that often causes blurry vision or blindness in the elderly. Sushruta inserted a needle into the eye lens to lift it up, and then pushed the cataract out of the line of vision. The procedure of removing cataracts went from India to China and was further developed there. Test your knowledge. Which was not a product that most likely evolved from ancient India? Did you guess correctly? It was not the toilet because ancient Indian cities had plumbing, including toilets. Let's try again. It wasn't the bridge because ancient Indian trade routes often included suspension bridges over rough terrain. That's right. The product that was not made by ancient Indians has to be the piano, which was actually invented in Italy in the 16th century. Let's try again. Remember, you are evaluating which of the three products most likely did not evolve from an ancient Indian innovation. Did you guess correctly? It was not the car because ancient Indians invented the wheel for improving transportation. Let's try again. It wasn't the sailboat because ancient Indians used sailboats to move trade products along waterways to seaports. That's right. The product that was not made by ancient Indians has to be the airplane, since the possibility of human flight wasn't documented until Da Vinci's flying machine sketches in 1485. As you can see from the game, in the case of ancient Indians, innovations like granaries, wheeled carts, and sailboats changed lives for the better. Consider this. Does innovation change lives for better or worse in the modern era?